hands here. So start from the back, Mr. Mann, and then from the second from him.
I have a very brief question and some comments. Recently, I understand that one of the prominent men from China took some remarks about the criteria or conditions for the big governor or the chief executive. He must be fulfilling three criteria. First of all, he must love Hong Kong and love China. Secondly, he must have the ability to govern. Thirdly, he must have the legitimacy and support of the people. I understand that in all forms of Western democracies, there should be no criteria apart from politically, if you are a citizen or whatever, you can run, you can vote. And whoever can be a candidate need not say this kind of criteria is for the people to elect, like in Canada, in America. How do you think that this will affect and change the minds of Hong Kong? I think this is a very dangerous example, even though they pretend to be, say, open-minded for everybody, but in fact, they want the people to know that we have certain people in mind. Can you elaborate this and give us some comments?
Well, Mr. Mann must be referring to Wang Guangya's comments. Wang Guangya is, of course, the newly appointed director of the Hong Kong Macau office under the State Department of the People's Republic of China. Now, I think I agree with Mr. Mann that it was almost unheard of for any Western democracy to actually prescribe that any candidate standing for election for the highest office in the country to love the country. I think it goes without saying. But of course, the understatement of Mr. Wang would be that they are using this as a screening out process. Whether you love Hong Kong and whether you love the country would be judged only by leaders in Zhongnanhai, not to be judged by the people of Hong Kong. So that would be, yes, a screening process, and now as to whether or not that would work with Hong Kong people, I know not. But I suppose Hong Kong people are very pragmatic, very practical. They would not want to elect anybody to the office of chief executive if Beijing definitely said we could not swallow him, we could not stand him, we could not possibly work with him. So I suppose what Mr. Wang did was nothing novel. He was just repeating what had been said for at least the past decade or so, whenever the chief executive's office is up for grab. The interesting thing about the election of the chief executive office in Hong Kong is this. Now, so far we have heard three names who were supposed to be, or who wanted to be, in the running. Now, but these people, except Mr. C.Y. Leong, who had the audacity to engage people in Hong Kong by having written more than 500,000 words in Ming Pao, I think. Not every bit of it I can understand, but at least he tried his very best to engage the people. The other two, namely Rita Fan and Henry Tang, they so far have been very shy from sharing with us each of their vision for Hong Kong and very practical matters like how can we make our young people see hope in the future of Hong Kong, how they would deal with the very poor rapport, very poor relationship between the executive and the legislative branch of government, what is the role of the executive council, etc. Now this is in fact quite weird, because they apparently are waiting to be anointed by Beijing rather than wanting to engage Hong Kong people and want to have our support. But that is the present situation in Hong Kong. I wonder if Dennis would want to fill in on Mr. Mann's question.
Thanks for your question, Mr. Mann. I think that's the question that a lot of Hong Kong people are asking. I mean, it is our chief executive that heads our government. Why are the candidates, if they are interested in the job, not coming out and appeal directly to the Hong Kong people? These are my policies once I'm in office. You know, it sounds elementary to Canadians, but you know, if I want to run for this public office, I come out, this is my policy agenda. I believe once in power, I will be able to do A, B, C, D, and you can judge me by that. But the problems facing Hong Kong are so many and so urgent in many ways that we cannot afford this dilly-dally dancing around the hopes and dreams of Beijing, of who they pick, you know, one day. We need to get rid of this nonsense and let the candidates come out and let there be a competition of ideas, competition of public policies, you know, and the Hong Kong people are intelligent enough to choose. And I hope the choice would be something that Beijing could accept, but this is a reality which Beijing should need to wake up to, I think.
Get used to it.